You know, some things in life are so simple that if you're not careful, you would miss the warning signs of danger. And that's how it is when it comes to the Black Americans and the struggle that Black Americans are enduring here in Babylon, known as America. Black Americans really have to be careful with the Africans that's coming from the continent. And don't allow them to outsmart you and rock you to sleep by showing you shiny objects of the continent. Things that you desire deep within your heart to be able to have a connection to the motherland. So you have those in the continent that are fleeing. They are fleeing their country because they envy what you have. So they'll come here and they'll make it appear that things are so lovely and beautiful. You will love it. We have fruit growing from the trees right in your backyard. There's always sunshine and palm trees. Go home to your motherland. That's where you're from. You are African. While at the same time, they're coming here, China, the UK, and other nations in droves because they are lacking what you have here, things that you take for granted. So now they're trying to trade places with you. And while you're now getting your passport and they're offering you free citizenship, and now you run into Ghana, you run into different parts of Africa, and you're saying you're happy, that's like vacation to you. It's something that you're not used to. So you're now trading places with them, and while they're telling you how beautiful things are, you're going there and they're coming here. Now, the reason I say that is because I've watched several videos where you have so-called Black Americans leaving and going to the continent, becoming citizens, and a lot of the locals, a lot of the Africans are asking the question, you want to come here? They want to come here? And they're shocked and surprised that you would leave these opportunities here. Although, yes, you are going through things, but a lot of things that the Black Americans go through here in America are brought on by yourselves. Now, I'm not talking about the systematic racism that's going to be there regardless of where you go. You could go to China or Asia somewhere or the UK and experience the same thing. So regardless of where you go, there you are. So they're now questioning, like, you want to come here? And they know in their hearts that they're trying to come here. But yet you're fleeing America. They're fleeing Africa, making you feel good about where you're going. And so they're willing to come here to take advantage of education, to take advantage of business opportunities, to take advantage of public assistance until they're able to get on their feet. So Black Americans, be careful not to allow the Africans from the continent to talk you out of your comfort zone, to talk you out of your place of origin. America is your place of origin. You have no connections to the continent. You have places like, what is it? I can't think of the one tribe that's welcoming Black Americans and somewhat, quote unquote, adopting you and getting you started on your journey. So you have to really be careful not to be fooled. Because right now, a lot of Africans are making fools out of so-called black Americans because there's no way that someone that historically sold your ancestors into captivity and now they love you and accept you. They now love and accept you and telling you how you are their brothers and sisters and how much they love you and they accept you. But at the same time, they know in their heart of hearts that you are not the same. So don't be fooled and don't allow them to trick you out of what is your birthright. America is your birthright and everything in it. We fought for what we have now, and we're going to have to continue fighting until we get where we need to be. Don't become like them and flee. And then once you get there, you find out that the grass is not always greener on the other side. So you have to really be careful. You have to really be careful. And I would take this as a warning because, again, everything glitters is not gold. See, and a lot of them are fooling you, making you believe that everything is so lovely and beautiful until you get there. And then after all of the excitement is done and over with, and now you become actually in that society, now you start experiencing what they're fleeing from. See, you may go there with a little money from America, and it's smart if you keep a dual citizen because you can always come back home. And I think that's what a lot of y'all are dependent upon, is if things don't work out here, I'm coming back home. But then you're coming back starting all over again. See, so be careful not to be tricked and fooled. It may look good on that side now until you get there. But right now, you have a lot of shiny objects in your face. Africa, the continent, sunshine, giraffes and lions and tigers and bears. Oh my. Until you get there and find out that it's not what you think it is. And then the Africans will begin to start coming out and they'll tell you like, oh, they can't tell no difference until you open your mouth. Once you open your mouth, then they'll know that you are an American. So then you might go there and start trying to put on a false African accent, whatever country you decide to go to, right? So don't be fooled by the shiny objects that these people that's coming over here from the continent are putting in your face. See, everything that glitters is not gold. So feedback, tell me what you think. Until next time, I'm fearless.